It's down, but hear me out. If any one of my guys hit me up, bro, any one of my guys hit me up, I always tell you guys, there are certain people that I can't say no to. I refuse to say no to. Because, yes, I can say no, but I know it's never been no for me. My entire life. Not only when it was convenient, hear me out. Some of my homies are closer than my blood family, B. Blood just makes you related, it doesn't make you family.
I got my swag right, feeling crispy clean. Girl, I'm the flyest mother you've ever seen.
Welcome back to the Hear Me Out podcast. I'm your host, Michael May, and today we're gonna continue with the Coach Greg. Man, we're gonna be reacting to one of the videos that he puts up. This is a great segment of this video. I really want to get into this because it kind of touches on some of the things I was speaking about in my previous video. So I'm gonna let the homie talk. Fair use to Coach Greg, you know what I'm saying? That's the big homie. Y'all already know what time it is, man. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, to notifications. Y'all already know.
But anyway, enough about you ninjas. I'll be on y'all ninjas' neck. All right. Anyway, DJ Khalid has said something similar. So listen to DJ Khalid, and I'm going to put up a poll. DJ Khalid.
And let's be real, y'all. I want y'all guys to really give your opinion because I'm going to tell you how I feel about it. I'll break it down to you myself. This is the reason why things like this are so important. But let's keep rocking and rolling.
He pays all of his family's bills, including his parents' bills. Now, this is where I'm going to find out. Are men just utilities? Okay. Are we just utilities? If we make it, do we need to pay everybody's bills? All right, here we go right here. Let's play the video.
The card and then get a strip mall and go to the big mall and they're making some real money.
And get it all taken away.
Get it all taken away. That shaped you because I read where you personally pay everything. Nobody handle nothing.
I pay everything, and that's the biggest blessing. Anybody that's watching this, take care of your mother and father. Take care of them. Even if they don't need to be taken care of them, take care of them. You pay all their bills. You work for your family. You have kids, you work for your kids. You have a wife, you work for your wife. That's the number one thing you got to do. My mom and dad, like right now.
Now, I will say this, right? But we're going to break this down piece by piece. Hear me out. Obviously, I ain't watched this segment the full way, but when I heard it start, I wanted to capture my actual real reaction to this. Now, I will say this. This is not universal. This is really his opinion because maybe his mom and dad were really, really good. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody really got family that really supports them like that. That really supported them. Hear me out, y'all. Hear me out. My actual family, after what they've done to me, if they only knew the position, hear me out. It's only going to be a matter of time till they see me on TV. I pop up on their phone somewhere. Y'all know I do more than just one thing. I'm involved. All right, I'm gonna leave it at that. My family couldn't ask me for a bottle of water. Mind you, I already forgave them. I forgave them for me. I already said what I had to say to them. It is what I leave it there. But I just know that I learned from my mistakes. I learned from my mistakes. You better believe that. I learned from my mistakes. But yes, I will say this. But my in-laws, my wife's parents, her mom and dad, we'll do anything for them. Put it this way, we're taking them on vacation next week. We're going on vacation. You know how beautiful that is for us to be like, yo, we want to get on vacation. Hopefully next summer, they were like, oh, they want to go to like Puerto Rico. I said, we out. We out. You know what it is for us to be able to do things like that? That's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing. But you want to know why? Because I know that they've always had my wife's back. So we got them. We got them. We already told them, if anything was to happen to any one of y'all, we already have our places. If anything happened, we moving in. We moving in. We're gonna make sure y'all guys is good around the clock, XYZ. Cause you don't move the parents out of the house. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. Somebody gotta move in and make sure that family is good. You feel what I'm saying? But let's keep rocking and rolling. So DJ Khaled ain't all the way off. It just really depends on the situation. All it really depends on.
My mom texted me right now. I think she went to go to Tallahassee, and they could have drove. I'm like, no, I'm gonna send you a car service so you and Dad don't have to drive. Enjoy the ride. You don't need to drive by yourself. Wow. You know what I'm saying? Like little thing. Oh, I love you, son. Boom, boom. Yo, my mom will go, yo, whatever you need. I bought him a beautiful house. That was the best feeling in the world. I remember buying my dad a car, and I remember them buying me a car.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know that's, and I got kids. You know what I'm saying? And I tell my kids everything is for you, but I teach them the same way my mom and dad taught me hard work, and they made sure they took me to work so I could see that. But they also showed me 100% love while there was work.
Yeah. All right.
Let me let Coach talk fast. Hold on.
Pause the video right now because I just put up a poll here, and I want you to understand when we talk about pay all your family's bills, we're talking about extended family. We're talking about mom, dad when they get older, or
right.
Nieces and daughters and ex-wives and baby mamas. Is this the role of men? Because a lot of people will say yes. And listen, there's no wrong answer here. There's no wrong answer.
There is no wrong answer.
Answer the question.
Yep.
All right, there's no wrong answer. We're just asking our men utilities. Right. There's a lot of men that find pride in this. There's a lot of men that say hell no. Jay-Z says hell no.
Right.
He had a relative recently come out, and he wouldn't give them, I don't know, it was in the neighborhood of $10,000, right? And the $10,000 to a billionaire is inconsequential. It would be like less than $5 for me, maybe even less. Nickels, pennies to us compared to what he was. And then he said, no, cut them off. We also have a lot of NBA players that the first thing they do is buy their mom a house. And I actually have some NBA players, Gibble Arenas and Kenya Martin, basically saying this is why black and white families do different in the NBA. Yep. It's because in the NBA, once a kid makes it, they then go to their family members and then buy their mother a house and buy their mother a car.
And that's wrong.
As opposed to white players that come into the league, the European players, they never have that plight.
Right.
All right.
Now, I want to stop there real fast. Hold on. Hear me out, right? You know, even me with my son, right? When my son was younger, you know what I'm saying? No disrespect to his mom. She was one of those, she want to buy Jordans for him and Nike tracksuits. I'm like, yo, fam, this kid's gonna grow out of this suit faster than we could pay it. Like, no. Like, my son, hear me out. My son used to be like, yo, dad, hear me out. You want to know how I flipped the script with my son? I started wearing Champion sneakers. I started wearing the Adidas Roshi sneakers when they were still like $69. I wear black tees, but now the only thing my son he hasn't budged on is I always wear fitteds. Like I got fitteds galore. You understand what I'm saying? And it's like my son always wanted to match me. And then as he got older, what I used to do was, I bet, you want that? Let's go to the studio. I would take him. My son is 13 years old. At the age of 7, he knew how to engineer his father. We was in the studio with the Latin Gorillas, the Success Teams, and my son was engineering studio sessions. And I would pay my son I've never been that dad just to give my no. Everything you want, you're gonna work. Hear me out. My son right now this year, y'all know 2K just came out like 3 months ago in September. So my son's birthday's rolling up. You know what I'm saying? August. He's like, yo, dad, for my birthday, you know what I want? Can you get me NBA 2K 24? And I need like $100 worth of VC. This kid is see like if y'all know the game 2K, there's 3 different 2Ks. There's the $70 one, there's the $100 one, and the $150 one. So he said, nah, dad, get me the cheap one, but then give me the $100 VC, cause so I got him two gift cards. Why? So he can just go play his game. So he's up to date. Now he plays with his dad. See, my son, he's his negotiation skills have increased significantly. Cause he knows with me, I'm okay with him talking to me. Hey, dad, what about this? What about that? Dad, what if we do this? And if it makes sense and it's smart, I'm gonna reward him. All right, let's do that. Let's you know what, you making sense. Let's do that. You feel what I'm saying? I never just, and I do it with love. You understand what I'm saying? Like, man, oh man, like. But I understand, Khalid. But like Jay-Z, I know people that would only hit you up when they need something. And you want to know why I can speak on this, y'all? Hear me out. How many dudes on the internet's gonna say this? I used to be the freeloader. Because when I was younger, you know what I'm saying, my grandma passed away, my family stole everything from me. I already told y'all. They robbed us. They gave me like a $809 check and said, you need to get a job. Like, why? I had a whole house that was paid for, that was mine and my brother's. I don't give a shit. I'm keeping it 1,000. We were living in a house on Olmsted. The house on Olmsted was mine and my brother's to share. My uncle stole the house with his son and his mom, which is on the next block. My grandmother helped pay for that house. That was their crib, but they stole our crib, and then they moved into our crib and kicked. How do you do that? How? But ready? My brothers didn't defend it. They didn't say, nah, fuck that, this is ours. They went and changed my grandmother's will. You know what I'm saying? I already told y'all. My boss Joe, big shout out to my boss Joe. There was like sealed documents and shit like that. And my boss is way more powerful than what most people want to believe. So he was like, boom, here goes the proof. We know that the will was changed, right? I ended up homeless, so I needed a lot of help, y'all. But you know what's so funny? None of my niggas ever said no. I call one of my niggas right now on the phone right now. Any one of them niggas. Yo, listen, send me. I need some bread, baby. I'm hungry right now. I bet. I'll send it to you right now. How much you need? Whatever you can send it to me. This is how my team gets down. But hear me out. If any one of my guys hit me up, bro, I always tell you guys, there are certain people that I can't say no to. I refuse to say no to. Because, yes, I can say no, but I know it's never been no for me. My entire life. Not only when it was convenient, hear me out. Some of my homies are closer than my blood family, B. Blood just makes you related. It doesn't make you family. You feel what I'm saying? So I understand Jay-Z's part. You dig. You get it? But now, when Khalid's saying like your wife and all that, yeah, bro, hear me out. You know, I had to apologize to her earlier today. She's like, you know what? I'm thinking about getting my nails done and my feet because we're going on vacation. I said, yo, stop asking me, bro. Like, just book that shit. And I said, you know, I'm sorry. But I understand that, you know, she doing it out of respect. But I'm like, mama, you don't gotta ask me, hey, honey. She calls me King most of the time. That's what you guys would hear if she walked in, hey, King, you need anything? But what happens is, I'm like, yo, just tell me when you're booking that and you go. She ain't one of those city girls that she go out there to the club and she don't do none of that shit. But whatever she wants, she gets. Hey, I was thinking about, do it. You didn't even hear what I had to say. I don't give a shit. Do it. Do it. The other day, hear me out. Last month, no, like 2 months ago, I said, man, like, I feel like I need to update. I need to get another vest. You know, my bulletproof vest. Literally, my vest is literally right over here. Out of nowhere, last week, she just said, like, this big box came. I'm like, yo, what is this? Heavy. I'm like, what the heck? She goes, oh, that's for you. I opened it up. My brand new vest is right here. Because she went and bought herself one. I went and got a gas mask. She got a gas mask. My kids got a gas mask. No, gotta be prepared. Anyway, she take care of me. I take care of her. We good bread. You feel what I'm saying? So I understand what Khalid is saying. But, like, you could only do but so much. Now, for my wife, there is no such thing as only but so much. But for my other families and all that, yeah, there is a limit to it, y'all. But let's keep rocking and rolling.
And they never take on that role of responsibility. Sometimes when you become successful, there's guilt. You win the lottery, there's guilt. You work hard, you have survivor's guilt. There's such thing called survivor's guilt, where you're like, hey, I survived, and then because of these people, I made it. And really, it's not. And so they're saying, we made it. All right, you made it because of us. So therefore, you support us.
You know what, yo? I gotta do this. Cause this just reminded me, like, every now and again, yo, listen, fellas, man. I love y'all niggas, man. Thank y'all guys for always holding me down. Y'all niggas ain't never say no. When I was homeless, no matter what houses I was at, whether I had to bounce from house to house, couch to couch, whatever it is, head to feet, roach infested apartments. I had Scales move up out of his place to move into his cousin's place because she had an extra room. Listen, man, I love y'all niggas, man. Real talk, B. Thank y'all niggas for always holding me down, B. Real talk. I'm over here recording a video on live stream right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm posting tomorrow. I'll send it to y'all guys in the chat. But still, nonetheless, man, I love y'all niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Every now and again, man, I gotta remind niggas, man. I love y'all niggas, man. Real talk. Now, make sure y'all tell y'all wives that it's me messaging y'all. I don't need no problems. I know y'all guys is on a whole nother time zone, and I'm over here. For me, it's 11:30. But just let them know it was me. I'm just doing something right now. And I just came to my mind. Just figure I'd tell my niggas I love them. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Listen, hey, it is what. Listen, I could run down a list of niggas. Rich, F, Gotti, Nove, Scale. Like, bro, I could do this over and over again. Spirit. I could, bro, listen. Big, Goppy, like Anthony. I can do this all day. Joe, like, bruh, man, I'm so well protected, loved, and I always say I wish men had the support from the men that I have. You know what I'm saying? I love my brothers, man. Real talk, real shit. Let's keep rocking and rolling though.
But then Tyreek Hill has moved plenty of his family members on his property in Florida, where other people are like, my kids ain't getting a dime. I'm not going to support you. I'm not going to give you handouts because then you won't become who you need to become. There's people.
Yeah, and he's right. Ready? I know some families, and I'm being really clear. Yeah, I know I got a lot of white friends, Asian friends, and unless their children live up to a certain curriculum, listen, until you get your bachelor's or at least a master's or something like that, this certain thing ain't gonna be given to you, whether it's money, trust fund, homes, whatever. Like, y'all gotta become something. You feel what I'm saying? But us as Spanish and blacks, we don't really do that. You know what I'm saying? Hey.
People that say when they died, they're leaving their kids a small portion of their fortune, not everything, and they're going to donate the rest to the pledging fund. New world order. All right. Yeah, playing the black taxes. Like, what do you think here? Survivor's remorse, survivor's guilt, right? And then people start saying, "Oh, you made it, so now you owe us." There's parents that sued their kids who made it to the NFL, saying, "Hey, I raised you, and you owe me $1 million." I showed you stories of this. Okay. There's men
crazy.
that deal with women, and then the women say, "Hey, I'm in a bind," and it's always you fixing a bind. We believe in the Bind Fixers LLC, right? Right. Fixes Bind LLC. But there's a
fellas, hear me out. And I ain't no stranger. I tell a chick fast, look, if you in a bind, like Coach always says, I fix it that bind. Like, look, how you want to do this? Like, what are you giving me back in return? Like, how are you gonna pay off this debt? You understand? Now, I will say this, fellas. I've dealt. See, this is what a lot of these YouTuber dudes ain't gonna tell y'all. But I will. I've dealt with chicks who only tried to hit me up when they needed bread. Yeah. I mean, it took like 1 or 2 times, and when I realized that, like, hold up, get the fuck out of here, throw this whole bitch in the garbage. So what happens is, once I realized that, they can't reach out to me no more. And then when I started saying, nah, I'm good, I ain't got it. And it's funny, I'll never forget it, right? When I was back in New York City, I told you, my company I work for, the finance company, my boss, he had a fleet of cars. The car that I usually would drive is the Range Rover, but one day I said, yo, can I take the Bugatti? He's never put me on a time limit. Never in his life. He's never like, yo, what is the range, the Lambo? He didn't care. When I took the Bugatti, he said, I want this car back by 5 o'clock. Literally, I have 4 hours. So I knew somebody hit me up. This is boom. So I went to this one place, and I intentionally wanted this lady to see me. And she's like, yeah, I'm struggling. I'm like, yeah, it's kind of tough, man. Well, I hope you get that problem fixed. I mean, you can't help me. Nah, I ain't got it. And I'm in a Bugatti. Now, yeah, I could have helped her because she knew that I've always figured out how to make bread. But the moral of the story still is that when you know a chick only comes to you for that, but then she wants, but then it's one thing for a chick to come to you, like, I need help with something. I scratch my back, I scratch yours, cool, no problem. See, some chicks won't come out flat out and say it because they don't want to be embarrassed or be shameful. I'll be like, listen, if you need help, tell me that you need help. And how are you willing to help yourself? You feel what I'm saying? Like, and then some of y'all guys be scared to talk to these chicks. Y'all don't be scared to say a damn thing. I don't understand that. I don't know how you do be scared to talk to chicks. That shit's weird to me, man.
A limit to it, because once you continue to do it, I agree with, you got to cut them off, right? Deal with them a couple times, cut them off.
Right.
All right, but ninjas be supporting the bind, fixing the binds all their lives, and every time they do it, they realize that this person becomes dependent.
Right.
Your daughters become dependent on you when you continue to do this. Do you just push them out and say, hey, man, spread your wings and fly away?
Yo, coach, you really need some lessons on my boy. I got you, dogs. I'm the singer, dogs. I got you. I do this for real. Coach, check my resume, coach. I've been, listen, man, I've sang with some of the best of them. Let me know when you're ready for that, man.
Now, I'm a little bit hardcore. Me, the way I do this shit is that I teach your ass to fish. Yeah, Jackie Chan left nothing to his kids.
Yeah.
Jackie Chan kicked his daughter out and said, you can be a liberal reading Rainbow with your lesbian girlfriend, but you're done as far as I'm gonna cut your ass off.
Right.
Right? Cutting your ass off, right? And so a lot of people are like, nah, man, you got to fight. You got to get. In my opinion, it is better for me to teach you and give you opportunities and teach you how to fish than it is for me to give you the results of me fishing.
Mm-hmm.
I will put you in position to win.
So hear me out. My son, I already told him, for his 15th birthday, my gift to him is, right now I'm building up his gaming channel, right? But once he hits 15, I think he'll be a little older. Cool. By the time my son gets his gaming page, he would already surpass the 1,000 subscribers, the 5,000 videos posted on his page. He would have already surpassed that. So I'm giving him another way to make money. And my son loves to game just like me. You know what I'm saying? I do have my gaming channel, True Hall of Fame Bills. Y'all already know. I do have it in the description below. Go subscribe to that channel too. Please show me some love. But literally, I want you to understand, I know he's gonna want to go out there and work and do his thing, but then if he could have another source coming in, why not? Why do I have to let him start from the beginning? He see how hard his daddy work. He see I be out there getting it, doing what I gotta do, come home, still grind. Big shout out to everybody that always shows me love on my True Hall of Fame Bills, man. My True Hall of Fame Bills page. They like dudes be over there like, fam, you're the most underrated gamer across the whole YouTube. When it comes to streaming, you're the most underrated. Like, I don't understand how dudes really don't see how consistent you are. And that's what I appreciate about people. But my son has to learn that, and I like that my son be tuning in on my chats and he sees what everybody says about his father. That's what you're supposed to do. So I'm gonna set my son up for success. You dig what I'm saying? It is what it is, man.
And if you don't take that position, if you don't take advantage, if you don't take advantage of the situation I gave you, and I will give you situation, you lost hell with you. Dr. Dre cut his daughter off at age 31.
Yep.
And the daughter then proceeded to, prior to getting cut off, she proceeded to throw him under the bus publicly.
Right.
He cut her off, and then she ran out there. He cut me off at age 31, and now she had to be an Uber driver.
Yeah.
Now, there's some people who also believe, hey, family's everything. So we all live together, and, you know, my daughter lives with me until marriage, and my daughter will be protected in all costs, and my son, right?
Now, I understand.
In my opinion.
I understand that thing, but the parents thing, no. You know what I'm saying? But yes, if I have a daughter, like my sons, me and my wife already talked about it. We're not just throwing our kids out there. Nah. Do what you got to do. Let me see that you're working your way, so when you step out, you can step out correctly. I'm going to give you the time. You feel what I'm saying? Like me, I wasn't given no time. I wasn't given no time. I wasn't given, hear me out. I literally left, listen to me, hear me out. I was literally maybe about a year out of high school. I was pursuing a music career. When they kicked me out, I was literally damn near fresh out of high school pretty much. Come on, man. That's why I tell everybody, man, listen, God don't like ugly, man. That's just gonna spin the block. Hear me out, man. I keep telling y'all, I'm a man of God. Hear me. When I say I'm gonna leave that for the Lord to handle, you better be careful. Could God work on my behalf in speeds that you never experienced in your life? Listen, the Lord works faster than some of you guys last in the bedroom. Like, I'm just saying. I don't mean to compare. I don't mean to put his name together. I'm just giving you an example. And I'm sorry, Heavenly Father. Please forgive me. I have to make it clear for them to understand.
There's a fine line with this paying your family's bills. There is a fine line with this philosophy, because I think what people are gonna get, you're gonna get abused. You're going to get abused in this scenario.
Yep.
And yes, we're a utility, and yes, we made it, right? Fuck the frail shit. Because when my coke come in, we got to use the scales that they paying the whales with, or weigh the whales with. Hey, Ninja, hey, I'm just saying, we made it. We made it. We dodged a bullet, but at some particular point, you got to fly. And I believe it is, you got to actually give people opportunities. Create something around them that they can use. And what you will find is, once you do that, guess what they'll do? They will not take advantage of the opportunity, because it is much easier to just ask for the handout. It is much easier to guilt you. What are you going to do? Throw your mother in the street? What are you going to do? Make your kids be out here homeless selling pussy? Well,
let me tell you guys something, y'all. Hit me out. Wicked story. Recently, you know, my wife got my son the Xbox. I think last year she got him the Xbox Series S for last year's Christmas. My wife found it. My wife, I don't know how she be finding it. She'll find a freaking needle in a haystack. It's crazy. But what happens is this. A few years back, I think my son was like 9. A 9-year-old. Hear me out, y'all. I want y'all to understand where mentally I've been getting my son to. Hear me out. I bought him his Xbox, the previous Xbox. And I think it was Xbox One. That's what it was. So it's Christmas time. I bought this system for him. We wrapped it. And my son opened that gift up at midnight. He tore that box up, plugged the system in, but it was a malfunctioning system. Do you think that my son cried? I cried. Cause my son was like, yo, dad, stop playing. This nigga was, I ain't never seen this kid so hype. When the system malfunctioned, he said, Dad, chill. He said, Dad, chill. He said, the system is right here. I can see the system. He said, tomorrow, we'll just go back and get a fixed one, and I'll play tomorrow. Literally. When I tell you my eyes got watery, I was crying. My son said, Dad, it's all good. Don't worry about it. Till this day, I still can never get over it. But that just shows you where I prepare my son. I'm always on top of my son. My son is such a grateful kid when it comes to receiving things and getting things. For what I'm saying, but that's me. I put pedal to the metal, or as much as I can, to help him understand that life is about, you know, ups and downs. How you deal with it as a man, it's crazy.
Because you'll do this. You'll say, I'll give you a job. I'll start a business. I'll invest in a business. Shout out to JD, because I messed up the lyric at the end. But that was impromptu. But I want to support you, but I want you to put in some elbow grease.
Mm-hmm.
I just cannot pay your bills. I think I can develop a support system around you. I can give you an opportunity, but then what you'll do is I'll give you the support system and they'll fuck it up. They'll say, I couldn't do it. I couldn't make it. It was hard. We gonna make it. And they'll fumble it. They won't work as hard for you. They'll come in late. They'll leave early. And you're like, hey, this is your support. Give them a job. If they have a business idea, make them write out 3 business plans, a marketing plan. Hey, man, give me $10,000, man. I'm going to start a barbershop that has a car wash in the back. All right. Here, just give me the $10,000. And then you realize they smoke it up. They buy a couple of pieces of weed.
Like, you know what's crazy? Hear me out. Like, down here where I'm at, it'll probably be seasonal. But you know how many people ride bikes down here? what I wanted to do was I wanted to open up a barbershop for bikers. Not just like chopper, like any bikers. Where you drive your motorcycle in, you park it right next to your chair, have barbers there cutting their hair so they can watch their bikes. They got like pull right up into the shop. Oh, listen, you in the next chair. I pull up, park right there, boom, boom, cut hair, open up the big gate, leave it open, let the fresh air come in, boom, boom. When it's raining, obviously snow, it doesn't affect you. Cutting in there, if it's a cool day, it's a cool day. You're in there getting a haircut. What? Come on, man. Y'all guys don't understand how I do this, man. Y'all don't understand, man.
They fornicate, buy some hoes, and they be back broke. They gonna fumble it. So I believe here there's a fine line to this.
There
even
is.
with your children, even with your adult children, I think there's a fine line to this. Parents who are elderly, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, they sacrifice for you. There's an extent to my help. You're definitely not moving in my house because I'm gonna have orgies with junior college girls every weekend. All right, I'm gonna just let you know, Mama, Daddy, you're not gonna want to see the debaucherous lifestyle of your son. Your son is a heathen out here, and you're gonna wonder why all these girls from the college dorm are over here this weekend. That's where my money goes. That's where I blow my money. Right. So because if my mama moved in, she gonna be like, damn, why don't you just give that money to me? I'm gonna say, like, honey, I'm a heathen out here and I lead a heathenist lifestyle. You're not gonna want to witness the life that I live, so you can't live in this house. It's gonna be orgies and train yangs, and it's gonna smell like Badussy, cigars, and cheap liquor. Train every single weekend, all right? You gonna
What's up, nigga? What's up for the weekend, nigga?
And I don't want you to think less of me, mama. I don't want you to think less of me in your 70s and your 80s looking at your son out here with all these flatback Supremes. I'm going to tell you what it's going to look like every weekend out in this mug. Well, mama going to be like, what you doing with all these flatbacks in here? I'm going to be like, mama, I'm going to have to throw you from the train if you don't listen. Right? Throw mama from the train. All right, let me live my life. All right, shit. So you're going to have to go to the nursing home. I'll pay a half of it, and you use your 401k, Miss Strong and Independent. I'm going to have to put a blindfold on you, mama, out here. Go to your room, mama. Daddy, don't come out either. You can't get in this. All right, anyway. I'm just being honest. This is where my money goes. It's crazy. All right. The poll says right here. The poll says right here. We have 2 polls up. And then we'll get to some alternative super chats. And then I think we're on to the main event already. Yeah, we're on the main event. Sit in your room and don't come out. All right? When you hear something clapping, I'm not watching a football game. Mama gonna be like, what's all that clapping out here? She coming out scratching her titty. All right. I hear a lot of clapping out here. You watching the game, son? No, I ain't watching no game.
I'm in the game.
She gonna hear. You watching church? All right, Frederick Casey Price on. You watching church? Who clapping all out here? All right, let me stop. She gonna walk out. All right, let me stop. It smell like Badussy out here. All right, let me stop. Here we go right here. Should a man pay all of their family's bills? We got 90%. I'm sorry, 82% people say no.
See?
18% have survivor's guilt. All right, 18% have survivor's guilt. All right, 18% of people say, hey, I'm responsible. My family put me in a position right here. Shout out to the other channel, the Notorious channel. 80% say no. I think in the scenario that they described, this woman right here, put her up. Man, this scenario is a no for me. This is no. I don't care how much money I got. I'm not paying for my ex-wife's mortgage. I think that's what she's saying. My dad pays my mom's mortgage. Never.
Heck no.
That ain't never gonna happen. So that's automatically a no. Okay. That's automatically a no. He says,
Hold on. I played y'all a video on my Instagram. If you follow me on Instagram, Michael May Forever, yeah, I already know. Where the lady was like, a lot of y'all chicks gonna come up short. Cause you know what? There are plenty of women out here that will be that's more than okay with going 50-50. Let their man come home, play their game, watch their football game. You know what I'm saying? And sit back without a problem. It's chicks like this. They gonna be single forever. But listen, man, I'm gonna stop it right there. It is what it is. Y'all already know what time it is, man. I'm your host, Michael May. Thank you for being here at the Hear Me Out podcast. Y'all already know. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, turn notifications. This is crazy. Until next time, we out.